Hello everyone. In this video, we look into the topic of multiculturalism pertaining to American culture and society. First, the definition of multiculturalism. So, multiculturalism is a term that refers generally to a set of related cultural movements and trends which emphasize the diversity of US culture and society. Moreover, multiculturalism is a concept that tends to celebrate the contributions made by diverse groups and to consider those contributions as vital to the economic, social, and cultural fabric of the United States of America. And multicultural literature is something which relates the socio-cultural experiences of the underrepresented groups or the minority groups. So in American society, the minority groups are even women are considered to be the minority groups, and mostly minority groups relate to the African Americans and the Native Americans or American Indians. So, those groups of people are generally referred to as the minority groups as far as the American society is concerned. So, next, let's see the origin of multiculturalism. So, back in the 1960s in American literature, there was a slight change in the American attitude. So, this change was focused towards women, minorities, and non Western texts and perspectives that sparked the so called culture wars of the 1980s and 90s. So, the impact of multiculturalism was that it shaped fashion trends, advertising campaigns, television programs, even corporate slogans, and continued to influence late 20th century popular tastes in everything from music to food, home decor to literature. So, multiculturalism can be said to resonate from the cultural eruptions of the 1960s when the civil rights, the Native American new ethnicity, and women's liberation movements in the United States shattered the images of a coherent national identity. So, the force and urgency of these protests challenged the authority and credibility of the establishment or the government and shook the public's confidence in the social and political structures that validated it. So students of popular American universities, they marched in protest against America's involvement or intervention not only in Vietnam but also in neighboring Latin America and the Caribbean wars. So as thousands of demonstrators across the nation expressed their defiance of US policies and systems, the basic general Americans struggled to redefine their roles, their values and allegiances. So, the ensuing crisis of identity on both the national and on a personal level paved the way toward a number of institutional and social changes in the American society. So, in the aftermath of Vietnam War and the Watergate scandal, America's collective self-image changed drastically, slowly transforming itself to reflect shifting social realities. So, during the 1970s and 80s, the American sitcoms and television programs fueled a popular trend to discover and adopt the repressed ethnic identities of the minorities. So, following this, there came the rejection of the popular melting pot ideology of the American culture. So, the melting pot simply meant the inclusion of various different cultures into one homogeneous group. But the underrepresented people and the people of color opposed this ideology because it was white dominant. They stated that the melting pot ideology was white dominant and assimilationist. So, because when many cultures come together, their differences need to be recognized and celebrated and not melted into the American culture as one, which signifies the loss of their differences and the dominance of the American culture. So the rejection of this melting pot ideology, it gradually gave way to new metaphors called as salad bowl theory or stir fry theory, which promoted the retention of discrete cultural traits. So instead of the melting pot ideology, they began to believe in multiculturalism. And this multiculturalism, it promised them celebration of differences between cultures. So the celebration of this difference found its niche in popular imagery, adding dashes of color to a post-1960s American society. So here we have a small difference between the salad bowl theory and the melting pot theory. So as I already said, melting pot theory is where various immigrants from across the world they came to America in search of a home. So they were forced to let go of their cultures and traits, and they were required to adopt to the American culture and American society. So for example, if the Native American or the American Indian tries to come and settle in the American society, they are required to cut their hair short. But whereas in their tradition, it is natural to grow their hair to long lengths. So that they had to sacrifice their own traditions in order to conform to the American culture. So that was being opposed by the people of color and the people of minorities in America. So then came about the salad bowl theory, according to which immigrants can keep their unique cultures and differences, they can retain their differences, but also join the American society in a sense of harmony. So the acceptance of all the differences between cultures and races, so that was called salad bowl theory. And an example for this is, even in America, we have places called Little Italy and Chinatown. So Little Italy is a place where all the Italian restaurants and all things that pertain to Italy can be found there. Same wise, Chinatown, all the things pertaining to China can be seen there in Chinatown. So these Little Italy and Chinatown, they retain their cultural trait, they retain their nationalistic attitude even when they are settled in America. So that's how salad bowl theory came about, and many of the multiculturalists and people of color and minority groups in America, they were in favor of this salad bowl theory or stir fry theory. And now multicultural literature. So multicultural literature essentially includes all kinds of literary texts that fall outside of the mainstream genre. So mainstream genre is where it is dominated by white writers, writers of white ancestry. So those writings are called as mainstream literature, whereas the literature written by the African Americans, the Native Americans and other non-Native Americans, so those are called as multicultural literature. Whereas there is also another genre called world literature, which includes literature from the countries across the world. So apart from that, multicultural literature specifically focuses on the people who are living in America, who thrive in the American society, whereas at the same time they do not have a dominant position inside the American culture. They are in a repressed position inside the American social framework. Further, multiculturalist is any person of color or white ethnic or biracial person whose work is oriented around issues of race or ethnicity. And multicultural writing, mostly it had styles that were autobiographical or pseudo-autobiographical, as can be seen in the works of Carlos Bulosan and Maxime Hong Kingston. So multiculturalism is basically a very simple concept to understand, and it is unique to the American culture and American literature. So after the 1980s, women writers of color like Toni Morrison, Leslie Marmon Silko, and Alice Walker wrote many successful works that have infiltrated the mainstream American literature and had given a special place for multicultural writing. So Silko's Ceremony, which was published in 1977, became the first published novel written by a Native American woman, because Silko was a Llangano Pueblo Indian. And then Alice Walker's The Color Purple went on to become a very famous novel, and it also won the Pulitzer Prize for Literature, and it was also made into a successful Hollywood movie directed by the famous Steven Spielberg. And then Toni Morrison became the first black woman to receive the Nobel Prize for Literature, and all her novels had got widespread recognition and critical acclamation, and specifically her novel Beloved won a Pulitzer Prize and was also made into a motion picture in the 1990s. So these and many other successful books suggested that multiculturalism had already moved into the popular arena in American literary circle. So with that we to the end of the session, and in this session we had seen all these topics. That is, we saw the definition of multiculturalism, and then we saw who are called as multiculturalists, and then we saw the history of multiculturalism tracing from the 1960s. We also touched upon the American political scenario. And then we saw the melting pot theory and how it was rejected by the minority groups, and it gave rise to the salad bowl theory and multiculturalism. And finally, we also saw the multicultural literatures of the 1980s and how they paved a special way for multicultural writers as well. So thank you for watching this video, and if you have any doubts or comments, you can leave them in the comment section below. Thank you.